Hello my friends, it's Sam. So I was an idiot and I was supposed to film an intro to me with my before hair saying, guess what guys, today I'm going to the salon and I'm gonna get new hair and I'm gonna change it up completely. And then I didn't film the intro. So basically, I'm covering my head with a scarf so that you guys have to watch and wait, and the surprise is real. I decided it was time for a change with my hair. You guys know I love to switch up my hair. I've been like a very similar color for 8 months. I was kind of like a pinky at first, and then it kind of went to like a rose gold, and then it was kind of like a blushy rosy peach. But that's been 8 months, and I was like, you know, I really like this color, but I just want to switch it up. Today I'm going to be showing you my new hair. That's about it. So the next clip is going to be me in my before, showing you exactly what it looked like the day that I went to go in. I just got this done yesterday. So that was me yesterday, fresh out of the shower, dried naturally. I show you exactly what I had before. And I'm also going to include the pictures that I took in to my stylist at the salon to say, like, here's what I want, here's kind of like the vibe I'm going for. And then after that clip, then I'm going to show you my after. But I want it to be a good built-up surprise. So let's go ahead and go into the before shot, and then you guys will see my reveal. I'm so excited. Okay, bye. Okay, so this is going to be my before. Let me just take my glasses off. So I used, I think I used just like way too much conditioner on my roots right now because they are clean, but they look so greasy. I'm not really sure what was going on there. Apparently I got like distracted and did not rinse very well at my roots, but this is my current color. So you guys can see, it's pretty warm. It definitely goes to kind of like a orangey red towards the like end of like, you know, its cycle of like when I'm almost ready for it to be done. Those are my roots. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I am naturally blonde and it is quite ashy. You can see that the blonde is definitely wanting to peek through. I love this color, I really do. I think it's so beautiful, and I think that it really is just such a fun and pretty color. However, I feel like because it fades out so quickly, I am constantly feeling like I need to re-dye it again, because I feel like at the moment I really need to touch it up like once a month to keep it looking like shiny and fresh and still have that kind of rosy tone before it ends up just getting kind of like orangey and a little brassy looking. It just doesn't have like that richness to it, and it's still pretty. Like once I curl it and everything, I still really like it. Like I do think it's just a really beautiful color, but initially when I first did it, it was like such a beautiful pastel kind of like blush. And then obviously because that was put over platinum hair, it rinsed out like immediately. And then each time that we put the color over, it was always the same color because my color had already, or because my blonde had already kind of like pulled some of that pigment. Every time it goes on slightly more kind of like orangey red versus the pink tone that I initially was like obsessed with in the beginning was that blush. I did like I put a lot of conditioner in because I knew I was going to the salon today and I wanted to have like a really good like mask on before. But yeah, there is my current hair. As you can see, it's definitely orangey. I have a picture. I don't even know where my cell phone is right now. I'm gonna insert a picture right here of kind of like what I'm hoping to get to eventually. I think a lot of the time you have to be realistic with what you can or what your stylist can do with your hair, and to think that you can go from like a super warm orangey shade to a super cool shade in one time, sometimes you can't. That it's a little unrealistic and a little hopeful. But if I can just let her know that like that's what I'm working to, then sometimes it's a process. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 times to get to where you want to be, and you just have to have the patience. But I'm hoping that she can just deposit like a cooler color, you know, over this one for the darker spots or the darker picture, you know, in the picture, and then we can just kind of add a little bit of like blondish around the ends and front. That's what I'm hoping for. We shall see. I don't know what we're gonna end up doing, and hopefully when I come back it'll be a dramatic change. Maybe it won't be, maybe it will. We'll have to just wait and see. Either way, I know it'll be something delightful. I just am not sure what we're gonna end up doing. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Mwah. Bye. Okay guys, so it is super bright outside, so I'm kind of blinded, but this is the after. I'm so excited. I'm just gonna go ahead and stand up so you can see exactly what it looks like all the way from top to bottom. I'm like loving it so much. I did it yesterday, and so I've already like recurled my hair today because I slept on it and I think I pretty much drooled all over it, so I woke up and it was looking crazy. I am so happy that I decided to change it up. I was a little bit nervous because I didn't know how it was going to turn out, and that was quite a huge difference in like literally straight up like orangey rose shade to, I like to call it like a peachy rose, to like this. It's totally different, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. It has a lot of dimension, there's a lot of different tones in there, and it's still kind of like got a little bit of warmth to it, so it's kind of like a nice golden, almost like the color of tea, like milky tea. It's kind of like wheat and tea mixed together. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the formula that she used down below, and then I'll leave what I had on previously. Obviously it had been 4 weeks since I had done my other color, so that was 4 weeks kind of into it, so it faded out quite a bit. I tried to like show her pictures, and I feel like that's key, is showing a few different pictures and describing exactly what you're looking for, what tones you're looking for, whether you want it to be cool, whether you want it to be warm. Obviously you can't have like ridiculous expectations. If you go in with the color that I had before and you're like, I want it ice cold, sometimes that's not possible. Like sometimes you're gonna have to like wait a couple of stages, but I'm actually really happy with the way this one turned out because I think it still has that golden kind of like, it's funny because it's almost this exact same color as Lily's hair right here. And she's way happier with me now. She was like, our hair kind of matches. Still a little bit dark, but still close at the bottom. So like she's all happy now that we have very similar hair color. The main things you have to remember when you are going for a dramatic change with your hair color is realistic expectations, also showing pictures and showing numerous pictures of the back, of the front, and explaining exactly what you like about it and what you don't like about it. Keeping in mind your budget as far as like what you want to spend. If it's going to be high maintenance, if you're going to have to, you know, keep it up a lot and continue going in like every couple weeks or every, 4 weeks to touch up, are you going to be able to spend that kind of money to continue going in and getting it redone all the time? Obviously, if you have gray hair and you go black, it's going to be showing like insane amounts of just straight up strip. If you have black hair and you want to be platinum, keep in mind you're going to have crazy roots. So just being realistic with your budget and also what you have currently versus what you want. And then of course, really communicating very well to your stylist what you want. I think that's the biggest thing, because you could say, oh, I'm really looking for this specific thing, and then in their mind they're like, okay, cool, I have an idea, but in your mind it could be very different. So pictures are always really great. So those are my tips of kind of like how to make a dramatic change with your hair. I actually feel like it's super similar to my sister's hair, and when I FaceTimed her, like immediately she's like, oh my god, your hair's kind of like mine, and I was like, oh, we're twins. There was a lot of people that really loved the rose, and I really did love it. Like, I'm not gonna say I didn't, because I did really love it, but I think sometimes you just need to switch up in your life. You need to change it up. You need to like fresh kind of like do, and I feel like almost, fall is almost here, and while that color would have been very festive for fall and very fall appropriate, I just wanted something a little bit less, not noticeable, but less like, whoa, like you don't see a whole lot of people walking around with that color hair. And so I wanted something that was just a little bit different, a little bit more kind of like subtle. Can we say subtle? It's like I have a full face of makeup right now, but I don't have any eyeshadow on. So it's like I'm like natural, but not. So that's kind of what I wanted to be like. I wanted to be like my face on my head. I will leave the Instagram for Salon Luxe down below so you guys can go and check it out. I'm pretty sure everybody in there is amazing. Like whenever I've been in there and I've seen other people's work, it all looks great. I personally have just only ever been to Carissa. She's very careful and takes her time to think about the formula and what it will do on my hair. Like she's very thoughtful about it. So I really appreciate that, because it is when you are making a big change, like sometimes it can be a little bit tricky. And so I really like the fact that she takes her time to really like, decide what we're gonna do, what the game plan is, and I'm very happy with what she did. So I'm very happy. I just love it. So give me a thumbs up if you guys like my new hairdo. Yay for new hair. I feel like there's something about getting a new hairdo, whether it's a haircut or a color, that just makes you feel like a new, fresh woman. And sometimes in life, it happens. We get a little bit just like meh. Meh is the perfect word. And sometimes I feel like a new hairdo would just kind of like spice up your life, give you a little bit of a boost. I love you guys so very much. Happy August also. It's my sister's birthday month. I'm officially going. Mwah. Bye.